Hey there, and welcome to our third video in the Discovering Avalon series. If you spent much time in church, you've probably heard of the Great Commission, where before Jesus ascended up into heaven, he told his followers to go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It's important to notice here that he didn't command his followers to go and make converts, but to go and make disciples. And let me tell you, discipleship is a process. It takes time. And here at Avalon, we've broken down our process into what we call the 4 C's of discipleship. The first C is connection. If you've introduced yourself to us, then you already have this one covered. These are just the basics of you getting to know us a little bit better and us getting to know you a little bit better. This would include our outreach events, our Sunday morning worship service, and even these videos right here to get you initially connected. Once we connect, we can move on to our second C, which is care. We have many care groups here within our church. Some are based on age, others are on the stage of life that you're in. We just want to make sure that wherever you are, no matter what circumstances you may have, that you have a place where you can be seen, loved, and cared for here at the church. We have an entire video just devoted to our care groups if you'd like to learn more about them and meet our care director, and you can find that over on our YouTube channel. We want to be a church that cares for people even before they're fully involved in our community, a church moved by compassion just like Jesus as we see in the scriptures. And hopefully, once you've been cared for, that will naturally lead into our next C, which is community. In community, you're at the point where you're not just receiving love from the church now, but you're actively forming relationships. You're actively connecting more deeply and personally with others here within the church. One of the biggest and best ways that we do that here is our community groups, which are small, limited time groups that give people the opportunity to meet some new faces, to get to know others better, and to start sharing life with one another as we see in the early church example. We also have classes and Bible studies throughout the week and even on Sundays, and these will allow more personal, intimate settings that invite you into discussion and connection. These groups and classes, they rotate regularly, so you can always find our current lineup on our Church Center app, which we'll get into later in our Discovering Avalon series, or you can hop onto our website at avalonchurch.com. At the top, under the Group Life tab, you can see our current group lineup. Finally, once we have community, we hope you'll get connected with what we call core groups. That's our 4th C, core. Core groups are service ministry-oriented groups, so hopefully at this point you should be able to take the love you've received and return it to others, whether that be here within the church or just the community at large in Tidewater. We believe that serving is better done together, so hopefully at this point you're ready to use your unique talents, skills, and passions that God has given you to assist the church and the ministry. And so those are 4 C's of discipleship. We also believe it's never too early to plant the seeds of discipleship, and that's why we here at Avalon have placed a huge importance on our children's and student ministries, of us pouring into that next generation. So in the next 2 videos, we'll actually talk more about those specific areas and introduce you to the people leading the way for our youngest generations.